Welcome back to Bombastic Nation and Ting and Ting and Ting. I'm Mr. Giant and I'm back with some more vibes for all you. Yes, I. And this one is called Is This Britain's Most Violent Game? Someone sent this to me. And I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen there. I'm intrigued. Is this Britain's most violent game? We gonna go ahead and watch this to see what it is. I know the people from Britain, they all know what it is already, but we don't know, so we gonna watch it, and you're gonna get my reaction to it and thing. And I do believe this might be a history of it, if I'm not mistaken. So you know what I mean. And remember to hit that notification button so you know when I'm putting out videos, okay? And do the thing, you know what I mean. But anyway, let's go ahead and YouTube and simmer and see what's going on with this here.
The Athestone Ball Game has one main rule.
Oh, the Atherstone Ball
Don't
Game.
kill anybody. It's a rule that goes without saying in most sports, but in this case, you can see why it's probably necessary to have it in there somewhere.
What?
The game kick.
That's a game? Did you see him choking that guy out there? This is a game, man. I've heard of like the hooligans and stuff in soccer and all of that. You know what I mean? What's going on here? He's choking that guy out. Where's the ball? Okay, okay, let's watch this. This is gonna look interesting or funny.
Kicked off in 1199. On Shrove Tuesday of that year, two teams, one from Leicestershire and one from Warwickshire,
Shrove
competed
Tuesday?
over a
What is
period
that?
of several hours
Let me know in the
and
bottom.
across several miles of countryside to seize control of a bag of gold. Even at a time when violence was part and parcel of everyday life in England, the so-called Match of Gold was notable for its brutality. There were no referees, and with local pride at stake as well as the gold itself, gouging, bludgeoning and bone-breaking were the order of the day. There might even have been a bit of football in there too. The game's origins can be traced even further back than the 12th century though. Medieval football, or mob football as it is sometimes known, has antecedents in similar games played in the ancient world. And going forwards in time, the evolution of medieval football can be tracked through various diverging branches, including Gaelic football, rugby, and of course, association football. Warwickshire won the 1199 Match of Gold, and for the following 820 years, an annual game has taken place every Shrove Tuesday in the county's market town of Atherstone to mark the event. While many other similar Shrovetide games have come and gone across England over the centuries, the Athestone Ball Game is still going strong. Wars, social upheaval, and the foot and mouth crisis of 2001 have all failed to cause a break in its bloody 820-year streak.
We don't care what's going on. Let's beat each other up.
Introduced in part to put a stop to ball games being played in public streets. The locals in Atherstone didn't seem to pay any heed, however. It's become such a part of local identity that one former mayor has said, "The ball game is Atherstone. Without it, there is not a town." Now for many locals, the game is the highlight of the year, something they look forward to, train for, and take immense pride in. It's a connection with the past, and despite its adversarial nature, it brings the whole town together, even if that does
all the
mean
fellas-
many of them battering
Do
their
women ever
rackets
take
at
part
each
in
other.
that?
Now there have, over the years, been a few changes to how the game is played, including the addition of the no-killing rule. Instead of a bag of gold,
Wait,
a large leather ball
wait.
is used nowadays.
You
because of the
telling
damage
me?
it's sus-
You telling me back in the day when they played this game, there was like, well, killing was allowed? Wow. I wonder if weapons were allowed back then too. You know what I mean? A man could bring a knife in and give me that ball. Now, could it be also that there were feuds in there, like family feuds or friend feuds or something, and you go looking for that dude during the day of the game and pummel him. You know what I mean? There could be so many different scenarios going on in that crowd. You don't know. You know what I mean? Somebody could have taken somebody's woman and he's like, I'm waiting for that ball game. I'm going to get him. This is crazy. Wow. I know there was on the island way back in the day, there was something called a stick fight where people would fight with these sticks. and just beat each other. But that was way before my time and probably before my parents' time too. But I remember as a kid, during the carnival, they'd portray that, these long sticks and they'd hit the sticks and they'd dance to the music and hit and crack, you know what I mean, and blocked it and all stuff like that, But I guess they outlawed that because, people don't want to get beaten up with sticks all the time. I, I, I used to call it stick fighting as a kid. Now, if any Grenadian is watching this, tell me more about that because they never taught us that in history. We keep the violence down. I guess. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Stains during the match, not to mention the blood stains it usually ends up being spattered with, a new ball is custom made each year. Perhaps the biggest change to the game since its early medieval incarnation is that play is restricted to Atherstone's long street in an attempt to prevent the ball being thrown or kicked into the nearby Coventry Canal. The modern game begins at 3 p.m, with the ball being thrown from an upper window of Barclays Bank on Long Street.
Barclays Bank. We had a
the person who
Barclays
throws
Bank
up
on
the
the
ball has been
island.
a specially invited guest of honour. In 2019, it was former Aston Villa manager Brian Little. The game lasts for 2 hours. In its early stages, it's relatively sedate, with the ball being lofted up and down the street by players, including children. There are also side games like prizes for getting hold of one of the ribbons attached to the ball at the beginning of play. But as the game heats up, it turns into a no-holds-barred mass brawl. After about an hour, factions start to form with
He
different
dive off.
groups duking it out for possession of the ball. Players, who number in their hundreds, throw punches, kicks and elbows and use the boarded up shop
What
windows
the
as launch
fuck?
pads for flying tackles and surprise attacks.
Was that electrical cord he grabbed onto?
As the norms of the
Look at the
21st
police
century
standing
are
there
momentarily
watching.
put on hiatus in the name of something more primal, brutal and chaotic. In its final minutes, the game reaches fever pitch as the team in possession desperately battles to cling on, while their riled up opponents do their best to prize the ball out of the scrum. And then, when the whistle blows at 5 o'clock, it's all over, and whoever is in possession of the ball wins. The crowds disperse, the shops are reopened, and the blood is
It's
washed from the pavement. The winner in 2019 was, for the 4th time, local Jonathan Slesser. Why does he compete? He told a reporter after the game, "It's the ball game, innit? It's what we're here for."
Wow. So that's what that is. They were beating the living daylights out of each other there to get that ball. And to think this one guy won it 4 times, Jonathan? Man, that's one tough dude. Because you see them people throwing punches. It was like a mosh pit, but they diving off the stage and into the crowded thing like that. Wow. I might want to see that. But that's just chaotic, organized chaos. What it's look like. Don't kill anybody. Don't maim anybody. I bet there's lots of ambulances and stuff, because like I said, people would go in there to seek revenge for stuff and all of that. Man, that's some crazy stuff. Wow. That's some crazy stuff. Is there anything else like that around the world? Comment down below for those of you who aren't from England and you all have similar things in your country. Comment down below and let me know what's up and thing. You know what I mean? And in the meantime, you all take care of each other. Cool runnings.